Have you ever walked into a meeting, a negotiation, or a room full of your peers, only to feel like an invisible ghost? You speak, but your words carry no weight. You present an idea, and someone else steals the credit 5 minutes later. You play nice. You follow the rules. You try to be liked. And yet, you watch inferior minds command the room, dictate the terms, and take the power that should be yours. The truth is uncomfortable. The world is not a playground of fairness. It is an arena of power. And by trying to be the nicest person in the room, you are guaranteeing your own defeat. 500 years ago, Niccolò Machiavelli decoded the brutal reality of human nature. He understood that leadership isn't about being loved. It's about being effective, feared, and absolutely respected. Today, we are stripping away the corporate politeness. In this video, I am going to give you the exact Machiavellian blueprint to shift the gravity of any room the moment you step inside. You will learn how to stop seeking permission, how to command absolute attention, and how to become the predator instead of the prey. A wise man does not waste his words, for every word spoken is a vulnerability exposed. Let's begin with your greatest weakness, your desire to fill the silence. Weakness speaks, power listens. When you enter a room and immediately try to over-explain yourself, you sound desperate for approval. Next time you're in a meeting, practice the art of calculated silence. Let others argue. Let them boast. Let them expose their hands. When you finally speak, do it slowly, do it precisely, and do it with absolute finality. Machiavelli observed that rulers who speak less appear more powerful, because their intentions remain a mystery. When your words are rare, they become expensive. Make them pay the premium to hear you. It is much safer to be feared than loved. Machiavelli famously wrote that it is better to be feared than loved, if you cannot be both. In a modern professional setting, fear does not mean tyranny. It means respect, born out of consequence. If people know you will always compromise, always forgive, and always tolerate disrespect just to keep the peace, they will trample over you. To dominate the room, people must know there is a line they cannot cross. If someone interrupts you, do not smile and let it slide. Hold your gaze. Pause for a freezing 2 seconds and say, I am finishing my point. Draw boundaries with surgical precision. When people realize that crossing you has a professional or social cost, their posture toward you changes. They stop looking at you as an ally to manage and start treating you as a force to respect. Everyone sees what you appear to be. Few experience what you really are. Machiavelli was a master of perception. He knew that in politics and power, perception is reality. If you look hesitant, if your body language is small, if you fidget or apologize before you speak, you have lost the war before the first word is uttered. You must consciously design your presence. Claim your space at the table. Do not hunch. Open your shoulders. Never look down when someone challenges you. Look them dead in the eye until they break contact. Eliminate qualifying language. Drop words like, I just think, or sorry, but, or does that make sense? State your terms as objective facts. You do not need to be the most powerful person in the building yet. You only need to appear so perfectly composed that no one dares to test your depth. There will always be a rival in the room trying to undermine you. Machiavelli's advice on adversaries was absolute. You either win them over entirely, or you neutralize their influence completely. If someone tries to publicly humiliate you with a passive-aggressive comment, do not get emotional. Emotion is a surrender of power. Instead, use the Machiavellian mirror. Look at them calmly with a blank face and ask, what exactly are you trying to achieve with that comment? By forcing them to explain their malice in front of everyone, you strip away their mask, you turn their weapon against them, and the room will instantly recognize you as the true authority. The room belongs to those who take it, not those who wait to be invited. Playing by the rules of naive politeness will only keep you at the bottom of the hierarchy. Machiavelli didn't write his rules to make the world cruel. He wrote them because the world is cruel, and he wanted you to survive it. Step into your next meeting, not as someone hoping to be liked, but as a strategist executing a plan. Command the silence, establish your boundaries, own your perception. The next time you walk through those doors, remember who you are and leave no doubt about who owns the room.